Let's do a clearing. We'll do a clearing today. Collective love reading for soon to come energies. Mama ken sa hela na de sa. Ashikina bo mama kena. Ale na se sa se kena ai. Haha mama kai. That feels better. Yay. Thought I'd do something different today. Got the higher love cards. We've got your feels. And we've got your needs here. So, and then we've got my kitty tarot cards. Mean cats. Okay. Whoop. Holy cow. Loss issues. Somebody's got loss issues. So let's find out about this. Okay. Finances, of course. Duh. How is this person feeling? How is this person feeling with this loss, with these loss issues? Somebody's learning and growing. Materialism, I just got. They're finding fun and play in more real things. You know, it's kind of like you don't need the fancy things. You can have it just makes me think of if you don't have a bunch of money to spend on Christmas where you buy a bunch of expensive things, you can have fun with sticks out with your imagination, having fun climbing trees and things like that. So I feel like some of you've gotten back in touch with the fundamental fun truths underneath whatever they've lost. It's like the loss has made them get down to the heart of matters. I feel like these are masculines. They've reached out for help and support, or they plan to. I feel like they're going to offer their help and support as well. And then self-expression along with that. They want to express their love and support. And maybe you've had loss issues. Maybe the divine feminines have had the loss issues. And so the divine masculines are coming in and helping kind of heal that issue with playful laughter. And maybe they're going to heal from that and grow from that and learn from this whole separation when they do come together. Accountability. I feel like an apology, just like I feel like he's going to be accountable for his feelings. He's going to apologize for, you guys are just going to make amends. These are different ways of saying that, you guys are going to make amends. Oh, that's funny because I went to ask about the feelings. I ended up getting what you guys need. You guys need help and support with loss issues. You need self-expression. You need to learn and grow from this, and you need to have fun and play, and for there to be accountability. Wow, isn't that cool? So tell us about some feelings. Hang on a minute. Okay. This is so funny. Okay, so all right, so these feminines who want, I think both of you guys are feeling those loss issues. Both of you feel like you've lost each other. Both of you I feel like the loss issues is also just feeling the separation big time. You both want self-expression. You both need help and support. You both want to learn and grow with each other. You both want to have fun and play, and you both want to take accountability. Both of you might also be torn about what decisions to make at this time. You're pretty worried and you're pretty annoyed and maybe even afraid. But what you want is peace and contentment with one another. So that's why you need to have this self-expression and everything come together. I'm going to put all the cards back together again and explore another topic they want to talk about. Is there anything else Spirit wants to say about this? I just feel like you guys are strengthening. I've been getting this lately, like strengthening your weakest link. Where have you been the weakest? Both the feminine and the masculines have been getting to the bottom of that and kind of reinforcing their weakest link. Okay. Anything else? Learning to have the peace with as little as possible. like not needing a lot in order to have peace. Finding the peace in your heart, even if you have nothing in your surroundings at all. It's like, I can find home here, I can find peace here. And that's attracting you to one another too. Essential truth attracting, because of the cord you guys have between you guys, the attraction, the magnetism. It's there naturally when there's a true love. Both of you have really just been mastering emotions. The roller coaster ride you've been going through, you've been learning to surf in a way. Okay. Surfing USA. New or renewed relationship. How are they feeling about that? Thankful. I'll just pull some of them here. Okay. 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 Some of you are hurt, afraid, upset, and concerned about the other. Hurt, upset, afraid, and concerned. I feel with this is like, will they break my heart? Will they break my heart? Some of you are embarrassed. Others of you confused and impatient. Oh, some ashamed. I feel like the masculines are the ones like embarrassed and ashamed. Embarrassed and ashamed, and they've cut through that. They've cut through the confusion. They've cut through the fear. They've healed a lot of hurt. They had an upheaval that caused a lot of conflict, and I think that could be very well being faced with that karmic during the separation. They've addressed the concerns in that situation. They've conquered the fears. And now they're feeling like thankful for their feminine. They're feeling inspired. They're feeling affectionate. They're feeling encouraged by the connection. And they might want a surprise. They might want to surprise their feminine. Or maybe they're surprised at how well their feminine has taken this whole separation. But they're surprised. Somebody's going to be surprised with a new or renewed relationship. Maybe you're not going to see it coming, and it's just going to be like you just get contact. So what is this? So what are some of the needs right now? What are some of the needs? What are some of the needs? Kindness, because that's not what you had with your karmics, was it? Love. You guys are going to have real love now, and fun and play. Yeah. Rest and relaxation with this person. It's not going to be as dramatic, and you guys aren't going to be all freaked out all the time, fighting and all that stuff. You're going to feel power in your own world and in your own way and in your own strength and authenticity. And you're going to have peace. You're going to be included. This person is actually going to include you in their lives. Let you know what's going on, let you know how they feel, let you know, like, you're not going to be walking around on eggshells. Predictability. Yeah. It's going to feel nice and safe. Yay. Okay, so one fun thing I thought I would do is I want to see if they are still in a karmic relationship. A lot of them have left, but what's the percentage of people watching these videos? Like, what is the percentage of people, of masculines, who have left their karmics at this point? 65%. See, most of them have left or are in the process, like have filed paperwork or, like looked into the legality, like they're out, They're furious with the karmic and intrigued by the true love. So that's exactly what I was going to do, is try to see, like, what do they feel with their karmic as opposed to like what they feel with their feminine. So how do they feel with their karmic, please? How do they feel? How do the masculines feel for those who are still in that relationship? How do they feel about their karmic, please? How do they feel about their karmic? And then we're going to contrast it. So how do they feel about their karmic? How do they feel about their karmic? I'm just randomly picking cards out of here. How do they feel about their karmic, please? How do they feel about their karmic? How do they feel about the karmic person? Okay. And then how do they feel about their feminine? 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 All right. How they feel about the karmic? Concerned. Concerned about what they might do is what I feel. Concerned about retaliation. Concerned about them even. What are they going to do? Concerned about, what's next for them. And I encourage you guys to, to do what you can to get them in good solid footing if you can, but then pull back immediately and just detach from that situation. Puzzled. Some of you just don't get that person. You guys just don't get each other, and you're just like scratching your head like, I don't understand. I just don't understand you and why you do what you do. Probably because they're playing games with your head. They're probably a narcissist. You guys should study that if you feel so inclined. Okay. Hang on a second. Bored. Bored, angry. Some of you feel, okay, I'm going to clarify this, but they're like impatient for the new chapter. You guys have like, ow. Ow. Scrape myself. My nails are getting long. Okay, so there's some of that. You guys have your divine feminine over here that you already know and you're already in love with, but you've been stuck with this life lesson over here, and it's like overlapping. So some of these feelings, I feel like, are you feeling like impatient to go into your new life now? You're feeling energetic about leaning over toward the new person, feeling encouraged and optimistic about that. Now I'm going to clarify those positive cards, because you could be like, well, maybe we're feeling optimistic and encouraged with our karmic, maybe we're feeling energetic and impatient about that. And I really don't feel that way. So we're going to look at some tarot cards to clarify. What do you guys mean by encouraged, optimistic, energetic, and impatient, please? What do you guys mean by encouraged, optimistic, impatient? They're emphasizing that there's like, the reason that's in the karmic pile is because they're actually feeling it while they're with their karmic. Does that make sense? It's like overlapping. It's like they've been living a double life, and they're feeling like kind of excited to get a move on with things. They want to close this chapter with this person that they've been angry and bored with, and puzzled and confused and furious and concerned. A lot of some of them just said like concerned for their well-being, because they just feel like that. Look at that. When I said that, this card popped up. So that's the 9 of Wands. That's somebody feeling victimized. Some of them got beat up emotionally or verbally, maybe even physically, some of the poor guys. Okay, so clarify, please, why we got those cards. Yeah, see, bright future. Healing. So there could be a bright future. That's with the feminine. Or healing with that person, with that karmic, coming to conclusions and healing things so that you guys can move on. If you're lucky, if the karmic is mature enough, then you can make this healing happen, because to ensure that you have a bright future and you don't bring that baggage in with true love. Okay. All right. Laying a burden down. Going forward into something that brings you a lot of joy. That's not the karmic. That's going forward into something because Cupid's arrows are hitting you and you're needing to lay a burden down, which would be the karmic person, and you're going into the sun. The sun is all about healing and joy, and that cat like basking in the sunshine. There's a cat in the sun. And then there's the King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Queen of Wands is a new beginning. not going back to something old. It's a new thing. And it's a new thing that was hidden. Anything like when you see a black cat, it means something that was hidden. So it was a hidden new beginning that's going to come to light now. So he's feeling enthusiastic and optimistic and encouraged, and impatient about that opening up. And the King of Pentacles, I call that my hubby card. That's the guy who's like grounded and mature, and he feels like he's got the Midas touch and he can make anything happen. So he's just like, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And then the Knight of Cups is about offering your love in a romantic way, in a romantic gesture. He wouldn't need to offer his love to the karmic because she was already wrapped around his finger pretty much, or just like he was wrapped around her finger. I mean, no, we're not talking about gender here either, but you guys know what I mean. But he's just trying to come up with the strength to get past the mental conflict, to have his wishes come true with his true love. It's awesome. Okay, so let's look at the cards in terms of how he feels about his feminine. All right. First of all, a little guarded and annoyed, because she plagues him. She's always like in his mind. She's always like torturing him, like, I'm still here, I'm still waiting, and he feels the pressure of that. He's also annoyed. He's annoyed and guarded at the karmic as he's trying to go forward. He's like really annoyed that there's all these freaking setbacks, that she keeps pulling him into her drama, that she keeps coming up with all these reasons. But then there's this, and then there's that, but this, and he's feeling really guarded about both. He's just like being pulled in two completely different directions, and he's got his guard up a little bit. He's let's get a clarifier on that in a second. But aside from that, when he gets away from this person who's been victimizing him, he feels relieved. He feels relieved. But something he also feels about his feminine is a little envious. Like, how the hell are you just holding your space like some queen? Like, what? You're lucky to be on your own. You don't have some kind of karmic person you're dealing with who's been beating you up and battering you for a while. So he might be a little envious that maybe you wouldn't have fallen for that trick. You know what I mean? But we have fallen for that trick a long time ago. We got over it, and we've been waiting around for you ever since to evolve to the point that we are, where we can kind of call the BS for what it is. The masculines are also feel a little bit envious about how mature the feminines are and how they can deal with their emotions and things, because the masculines are like running from love. I'm going to clarify some of this too. But they're definitely intrigued by you, feminines, and delighted and amazed and joyful. This reminds me of that little sun card. So very much looking forward to what this is going to be like with you. Relieved to know that he's no longer going to get pushed around, bossed around, battered, and all of the rest of that. I mean, when I say battered, I mean, it's energetically battered and in every way battered. Made to feel like they're a victim, Their divine feminine is more mature and able to take personal responsibility and apologize for things and stuff. And that's going to feel refreshing, right? Okay. So what are we clarifying? We're clarifying, what is he envious of? I want to know, what is he envious of about her? Why is he envious of her? Freedom. I just got freedom, like emotional freedom and expression, the way that she's able to express so freely. She's honest. She's got really good, strong boundaries. He doesn't necessarily all the time. She's abundant, and she's in a receptive state. Like, she's really grounded and mature, and she's plentiful. She's like a grounded queen, able to offer good advice from a loving, nurturing standpoint. And some masculines, as much as they love that about her, it's like a little annoying that, stop being so damn perfect. I can't tell you how many cards I get where the masculines feel like they put these feminines on a pedestal. Like, dang, woman, would you have some flaws here? But, you know, she does. She's got good boundaries, but she had to get, you guys don't understand though, that these feminines that you've got, they had to go through that hell. They had to go through hell to get the way that they are. Also envious of how, like, the masculines aren't happy about how they've had to lie to themselves, lie to other people, hide, you know, and the feminines are just kind of like just out there with who they are. They're just totally like, I am this goddess. And I don't mean that in a braggy way. I just mean like, this is who I am, and I believe in this, and here's what I'm about. Does anyone want to hear? And it's like the masculines are like, what the hell? Like, what? How do you? What? I mean, but they're coming into that themselves. They're coming into their power too. But they're pretty inspired. They're pretty delighted and amazed and joyful about even going into that themselves. So tell us about the guarded and annoyed. Tell us about the guarded and annoyed. Why the masculines are guarded and annoyed? They just really want to expand out past the damn fear. They want justice in the situation. They want a brand new beginning. They want their hearts fulfilled, their desires fulfilled. They've been stressed out to the max. Like they're like lacking sleep. And they have a real fear of missing out on her. So they really just want to finally just get a move on it, and getting this thing manifested is so annoying for them. They want to let down their guard. They want to let down their guard and bring justice to the situation. Justice in both situations. I feel like, you know how I was saying there's one and then there's the other. And it's just like with the karmic, you have to serve justice. And then with the divine feminine, you have to serve justice. So like these masculines are trying to find that balance and navigate through these very difficult feelings that they're having, these fears and anxieties and insecurities and all that stuff that's coming up for them. And they just want a new chapter already. They just want, and they want to protect her. I feel like the masculines really want this new beginning and to come like protect her with his wand. Okay. What else, universe? What else, spirit? What do you guys want to talk about next? What's going on for the collective of these divine masculines and feminines that are in separation right now? What else do you guys want to talk about? Achievement and success. Okay, tell me some feels. What are some feels going on here? Intrigued. So maybe they have an idea. Maybe they have an idea of what they want to do with their feminine, and they're just intrigued by that idea. Okay, hang on. They're intrigued as to how it could all come together and what it'll be like to like work together. They're like, this could be so cool. Relieved. They know it'll be easier. Vulnerable. They're feeling a bit vulnerable. Amazed. Energetic. So they're feeling kind of excited. They're done feeling like they've been bored through this time. They've been bored, and they just are letting their imaginations go wild about like what they could do with their feminine, and they're just like fascinated with the ideas that are coming to them. Like, oh my gosh, what would it be like? What will it be like when we go on road trips together, or we work on this aspect of the business, or we travel and we do, you know, what if, but for the positive, not the worry. Oh, he feels like a little bit, he's not sure how that vulnerability will go. He knows that he really wants to be himself with her, but he's super curious about how all this is going to come together and how she'll even handle his upsets. I feel like sometimes he overreacts, or he wants to see how she handles that, how she handles him. He's curious to see how she'll handle things that other people have been upset with in his environments, like at work, but he has the feeling, he's got the feeling that she's going to handle him differently, and that's going to be some kind of confirmation for him. Yeah, he's hurt and exhausted too when it comes to achievement and success, because maybe he put all his eggs in that karmic basket, unfortunately, you know, and that kind of went sour. All those eggs went bad. And so he's just like, so like, but if you guys can get past that, if you guys can get past that to the point of feeling like, do you mind, thank you God for my misery, if you're a masculine watching this, just right at the top of the page, thank you for that failed thing, whatever it is, or whatever bad thing. You just thank you for the bad thing. You've got to write it down. You guys can't get around this. You can't do it in your head. You can't just go be grateful or something. Write it down. Thank you, God, that my karmic kind of screwed me over. Thank you, God, that I invested all this money in her and it didn't pan out. Thank you, God, that, you know, whatever the bad thing is, and then list 10 to 15 advantages or benefits as to why that was a really good thing that happened. That's going to help you feel empowered, help you to see that your higher self actually put you through that for a reason. And if you do a number of these exercises back to back, you'll really make some really great epiphanies. And at the end of it, you'll feel like, okay, all right, that all happened for a reason. And it's all to fuel what I'm about to start with my feminine. And then you'll feel refreshed, you'll feel renewed, and you'll get like a second wind, thrilled. You could even get thrilled from it and feel hopeful again that you can invest in something that's even more authentic for you and that will actually pay off. Relaxed and delighted and surprised. Maybe you'll be surprised, masculines, that this really is something that will delight you and you can just kind of kick back for once and not have to work so hard against someone and butt heads all the time and stuff. All right. Oops. You guys will have achievement and success. Let me just pull 3 cards from the universe as to how can Spirit, can you tell us more about this achievement and success, please? Achievement and success between these two. It'll be a surprise how much easier it is. It'll be relaxing. It'll be a relief. It'll be surprising how much easier it is. Okay. 3 cards, please, Spirit. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let me feel into this for just a minute. Because we have the Moon, we have the Knight of Swords, and the 4 of Pentacles. So once you guys feel this, okay, this is going to help you conquer some insecurities and things that have happened in like past relationships in working together. You're going to get past illusions. You're going to have some breakthroughs about how you used to handle things because you were kind of insecure and guarded and you didn't necessarily want to be yourself and be vulnerable. But as you become more vulnerable with this person and really step into your power and start soaring and really start communicating more straightforward because you feel safer, it's really going to heal those old insecurities of the past and break those illusions. It's kind of like when you believe that like all men are this, all women are that, or all, if you ever tell somebody your secret, they're going to blab it all over the place. Those types of things that make you feel kind of unsafe about the opposite sex. I feel like working with this person is going to, help you bring your defenses down to go into a new beginning. Same repeated message. Bring your defense, this person's going to bring your defenses down. You're going to build this beautiful foundation with this person. Just go flying into your future with truth, honesty, and a sense of relaxation, a sense of peace, a sense of renewal, the end of a difficult period, no more betrayal, a change in perspective, you guys. Seeing things differently. Seeing that this isn't somebody who's going to betray them. It's an empress. That means she's everything you've ever wanted in a woman. So, and this is also a new beginning in teamwork and marriage with the freaking 10 of coins. Somebody you can work with, somebody you can be married to, somebody who's got it all. And that changes your perspective on love. It changes your perspective on your dreams freaking coming true, dude. The devil is out of your life and you're about to spin the wheel of fortune to your favor. You're going to finally hit the jackpot. You're going to finally roll that wheel and all these alarms and bells are going to go off and you are going to feel like the luckiest man on the planet. Wow. So for now, get some rest. Get some rest from that breakup. And then you go into this love with this person after having made a big decision. You go into this love with this person because this is the King of Cups. This is someone who loves someone that isn't telling them, but they feel a world of emotion for them. So maybe it's time for you to express yourself to your feminine. You guys, you know that you will have your dreams fulfilled with each other. That's the Ten of Cups. You guys might even be opposite, but your kids will turn out to be really balanced, you know? Someone uses their head a lot and the other uses their heart a lot. But together you guys make the perfect thing that ends up being very healing. The Four of Swords is also about reevaluating relationships, and it's about building a foundation. It's about realizing that your fears were unwarranted. So I think at the end of this also, you guys are going to be like, damn, why didn't I give this a shot sooner? Why didn't I just go straight for it? But you were supposed to do the healing. The Four of Swords is all about healing something too, and just getting proper rest. So just take care of yourself and just know on the other side of this with your feminine, once you take that risk and actually reach out to start a new life with her, it is going to be worth it. And you're going to feel so relieved. You really are going to feel so much better on the other side of this and look back and wondered why you wasted so much time, but you didn't. You didn't. So don't be hard on yourself. Don't go from one extreme to another. You know what I mean? Just stop being hard on yourself. Be gentle with you. Be gentle with your person. All right. They have a final message with those higher love cards. Moderation and self-control. Just take it easy. One step at a time. Just take it nice and easy. Moderation and self-control. Tell us more about that, Spirit. Moderation and self-control. I feel like even some of you who are trying to end bad habits or something, you guys could support one another as you start coming together and talking. Yeah, and it's not like you guys have to have like a bunch of things happen at one time. I know a lot of you do want that, but they're just saying like go at the pace that you're comfortable. You and your feminine, if you guys have good communication, can decipher what feels right for you guys. Yes. Ace of Swords is a new beginning that starts with communication. Can you see that very well? It's a sword. I sometimes have called this the Excalibur sword. You know, it's like you realizing that you're the king. Arthur didn't know when he went and grabbed that sword. If you read the story, he didn't know he was going to be the king, that he was the king. He went and grabbed that sword to go help. And all of a sudden the sword came out and everybody was like shocked. And they looked at him like, oh my gosh, you're the king. And nobody even knew, you know, nobody knew. Nobody. The sword knew. So yeah, the sword of truth. So maybe you've been praying to know the truth in all things. And you've discovered that you are the king. Now it's time to take victory over your empire. Take all that bad and build the bricks of bad into your empire. You know, rise above it. Rise above what's happened and have victory. Build that foundation with your feminine. Look how relaxed that cat is. That cat. Look how relaxed that guy is. You know? That's how you're going to feel when you start building this foundation. It's just going to feel right. You know? It's just going to feel really good. Fighting for your love. Fighting for your love. Fighting to offer your love. Fighting other people's opinions off. Some people, you know, might be against your connection. Relatives, loved ones, your fans, whatever, you know, it could be anything, anybody might have their 2 cents to offer about it, but you're going to fight against it and you're going to make that offer anyway. You're going to express your love anyway. Look at you beautiful white cat on the back of a tortoise. That's how you would think that this would be the Knight of Pentacles, you know, slow. But no. This is the Knight of Cups. He comes with his heart on his sleeve. You might want to look a tortoise up. I feel like a tortoise has something to do with something. Yeah, brand new beginning, the Fool. Trying to figure out a way to start this brand new beginning now that you've cut through all those illusions and you can take a nap and just relax. Because it's like you're already daydreaming about that plan. You're already thinking about it. You're already like, you got to figure it out in your dreams even. And you're going to just wake up and go do it. Be the king. What else? Yeah, plotting, planning, just knowing your truth. This is your truth. You're feeling them in the 5D, I feel like, and you're just wanting to come out and hiding. It's like, how best do I come out of hiding? How do I do this? How do I no longer procrastinate? Ah! Don't worry, you'll land on your feet. Cats always do. So funny. New beginning with this person that you love, having triumph and victory over it. Oops. Oh, new love, laying down the burden. Laying down the burden for a new love out of you finally loving yourself enough to do something about it. No matter how insecure or scared that you felt, you're going to have victory and you're going to run out with that mouse. Look at, maybe that's all those opinions. Remember, he was being all defensive about here. Let's see. He's got all these like people going, you shouldn't be with that person. You stay away from me with those opinions. And here he's like running through them all and he's taking off with his feminine in his mouth. It's fun. Okay, so let's end with a message for the feminines. What do the feminines need to know at this time, please? What do the feminines need to know? This is a significant love relationship, you guys. That's what they want you to know, that it's worth it. It was worth waiting for. It's going to be worth it when it comes together. It has not been just a fantasy. I feel like some of you have been like, man, am I just wasting my time wishful thinking about this? I know it feels that way sometimes, but it truly is a significant love relationship and the end of a cycle. The end of the karmic bond. Look at that. End of a cycle with the karmic bond. This is your soulmate, a new inspiration. Getting past that materialism so that you guys can have family support, achievement, and success with this significant love relationship. Yay! Okay. And then we're going to see what, for both of you, we're going to get a message for what's coming through. What's coming through. Okay, so feminines. Feminines, you know your truth. You've made it past that. You know, you might even have contradictory opinions and things, or this can be self-sabotage. But it's like, I feel like it's like people telling you shouldn't be with him. He's never showed up for you. He doesn't value you. He doesn't, na, 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 na. And you being like, but I believe in him and I love him. And I know he's had his reasons for doing that and for staying away and all of that. So they're like encouraging you to stand in your truth. Gather more information and stand in your truth and stand in your strength. So, I feel like some of you have to be strong about things that you've seen spying on him. Like, see through that. See through the conflict that goes, your internal conflict about that, and know that your truth. Know your truth about him. Know what you guys have. Just keep that love in your heart, like that Page of Cups. Like, know that you have that special connection and look forward to having a heart-to-heart conversation with this person. It's going to be worth waiting for. This is like getting unstuck from the situation. It's going to be worth waiting for. Don't let that, don't let whatever you've seen get in the way of this beautiful relationship, and don't be so resentful over what's happened with him and his karmic that you don't give him a chance. Significant love relationship. It's worth it. They're telling you it's worth it. Okay, so what are these guys going to have soon? Maybe from one another, I suppose. I don't even know where that one went. I think it went all the way under, so I'm not going to bother. What do these guys have coming? What do these guys have coming with each other? Or I guess just have coming. What do they have coming? Protection. Yay. Yay. They're going to protect one another. There's been a lot of this protection energy with that 7 of Wands we've been seeing too. is protection, not just defensiveness, but it's like, I will protect her. I'm going to respect and protect her. Both of them are going to be respecting one another. They're going to be careful about what they say to one another. They're going to care, and they're going to be kind. Okay, what else? Whoop. Hello. Spontaneity could be a surprise. It could be a spontaneous thing that happens. Spontaneous combustion, I just heard. Inspiration is coming. You guys already inspire each other, but like when, oh, and I just looked down at new inspiration over here. New inspiration in materialism. So you guys are going to probably come up with some really cool ideas for projects together. Rest and relaxation is coming. Power in your world. So you guys are going to be a power couple. You guys are going to be able to actually relax with one another. Won't that feel so nice? To have inspiration, relaxation, power, protection, respect. Aren't those beautiful things to be having? Appreciation. Oh, what is that? Okay. Competence? I don't know what that's about. Maybe your karmic wasn't competent. Helpful is what I get. It's not competent necessarily. It's helpful. It feels like maybe you saw it as incompetent. It's like, dude, can you not do anything? And it's like she was actually kind of lazy. She or he. Inclusion. We already saw that you guys are going to feel included with one another. Friendship. That's what it's going to be. The basis of it is you guys are best friends. Dignity, meaning, and purpose. How nice will that be? Dreams come true, I just heard. Dreams come true. Finally, some balance. Accepting responsibility and true, real intimacy. I just felt like a breath of fresh air. Like, it's just going to feel so nice. So nice. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That was different. That was neat. That was fun. If you guys like it, I'll keep doing it like that. Because sometimes you get bored of hearing the same message. They're coming. Okay, well, what are some of the issues that we're working through right now, though? Let's hear something different. Let's look a little bit deeper. But a lot of you, I feel like, are about to start going forward. So, yeah, it's a lot of destructive behaviors and relationships have been in the way, as they always are. But I just feel like rays of sunshine breaking through from behind a gray cloud. Expansion. You guys are just expanding out, having justice, getting unstuck. We're having like revelations and epiphanies and things. Okay, guys, have a beautiful rest of your day, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Hey, if you like my videos, please share, subscribe, and set your bell notifications on so you'll know the moment they come out. Also, don't forget that you can go to my website and order a personal reading at amysatori.com/services. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.